and welcome to another episode of the Average Black Man Show. Today is a show by request. My nephew and some of his friends are having a heated debate, and they want to come on and see if someone else maybe want to get in here and bring in their 2 cents. So I'll just jump right to them, and we can go at it.
Okay,
Everybody introduce
so
yourselves.
how y'all doing? I was on the last show. You already know it's Dre Boy J from California. You already know what it is.
Miss
Well,
B,
okay, yeah. So
could you put the camera down just a bit because
I
we're
look
not getting
crazy.
your whole face. I look crazy.
So basically, the discussion about the thing is, sis was referring that black men don't defend black women. And we want to know some answers about that and what it is. You can speak more upon it, sis, but that's just the part that I don't understand. You feel me? That's what I want to get about there. You feel me? Is how that we don't protect our black women. Why? Because she said that black. No, go ahead and tell them what you said. Sis, tell them how you said.
For me too, it's the main thing that as black men don't even see that black women are oppressed by other black men. They say, I personally don't do that. And they don't even acknowledge what black women actually go through on a daily. That's first of all, I want to point that out. But I just feel like black men do not appreciate black women. I was telling them we started off, you'll ask a black man, why does he date a white woman? He'll tell you everything that's wrong with a black woman. That wasn't the question.
Okay.
Samoan sister. Huh. I was asking you if you didn't want to go, you can use my podcast and get on this debate with him, and I'll go with him, or you can go ahead and slide. If that's up to you. You want me to get on with you? Yeah, I'll get on. So you got 2 minutes. Don't get. I'll let them know.
Strong-minded, beautiful black women. She's also Samoan too, so she comes from 2 different backgrounds. You said what?
I'm just saying it was bad out here.
So, same, girl.
Right,
At this point,
you gotta come out here though, so it's gonna be it's gonna signal out. So my phone is right there. You got these numbers? You do? Okay, we can do it.
see, he should have waited until they had all this situated.
Uh-huh.
Trying to go live. But
What is the topic again? What are we doing?
basically saying?
Hey, my apologies. My kids are being kids. Hang on just a sec.
Okay.
It's hot out here.
It is. Or you can go in the room. Your room?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go in the room.
Yeah, because
It's hot. Is it making too much noise while I'm right here?
Not yet.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's probably the wee man.
Okay, I'm sorry. My kids is being bad. You know.
I just hope that we get it.
Right. So, so far, what I've heard is that black women don't feel protected by black men, and when black women ask black men why would they date an other, the answer is always because black
And
women
they
have
go
problem A, B,
straight
C,
to
D, E, F,
they
G.
go straight to degraded black women.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I'm like, statistically, black men are the only race that degrade their women. No other race does that to their women.
It's false, but okay.
They don't normalize it as much as black men. This is open discussion, and I believe that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, it's your opinion. That's fine. That's fair.
It's facts, because there are other races that do talk, but it's not normalized how it is in the black culture. Black men will.
Well, black men don't
praise.
make up the whole black community, so it can't be exclusively black men. If black
then
men
who
don't
makes up the whole black community when it comes to black
men
men
and black women
degrading
together make up the black community. That's why it's called a
But
community.
we're talking about black men degrading black women, right?
No, we're just having a discussion on the topics.
So, what's your opinion? Because I want to hear your some dialogue in here too.
Well,
can't just kind of.
In my opinion, what you're saying is true, and it goes both ways.
I definitely agree with you on that. I
Because
definitely agree with you on that.
there's a whole bunch of YouTube channels of black women saying, I divest. I'm gonna start dating. I date black men, white men or others because this is black men is dusty and black men is that and black men is this. So it's the exact same argument.
I don't think they use black men are dusty. I think they speak because we got into a huge heated argument because Junior and them couldn't accept the fact just because y'all don't let y'all women out earn, which Junior says nothing wrong with a woman out earning a woman, but statistically, I'm gonna wait till he get back because I need him to hear this. Basically, black women, like what I was saying, we are the only race that out earn our men. So a lot of times, what I've seen with the podcast is them talking about the lack of emotional intelligence that black men don't have, and it's not, 100% the black man's fault, but they're not even willing to hear, because a lot of times black men are like this because their first love didn't love them correctly, which is their mother, but they didn't have their dad in the picture too. You feel me? So it's like there's a bunch of, but that black man, he lacks emotional intelligence. He doesn't want to work, or he wants to work the bare minimum, and he wants his girl to provide, and then he also wants her to come home and cook, clean, and stuff like that, and him still be the man at the head of the household. The main thing that I hear a lot of black men say, black women are the only one, which I 100% agree, that we probably set us apart from other races. I don't need you. A black woman will tell a black man, like, I don't need you. I don't because honestly, and I'm big on this, you don't want to need a person in a relationship, because then you're going to stay in the relationship because you need them. You both want to be kind of codependent on your own. And I just feel like black men are too insecure, and they can see that. They want to feel, not all black men when it comes to that sense, because a lot of black men argue. They don't like that. That's the one thing that black women says that other races don't, which I feel like if black women were such the problem, statistically, our relationships wouldn't last as long in other races. Black men are not lasting with other races, just like how they're not lasting with women. Statistically.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Have you been raised up in other cultures and ingratiated with their ways and customs and thoughts to be able to make a fair assessment and comparison that way? So you know how you're completely fluent in all of these
in black culture.
Okay, in black culture, right?
No, so I thought you were gonna say, I was trying to finish what you said. No, but I do have dialogues with other people, other cultures, and I hear what other people's cultures are. But also,
so do you think think those few people you talk to represent all of them?
No, and I know like they don't at all.
Okay.
I also do my research. So this is why when I say statistically, it's not statistically in my brain. It's facts,
Where there is no statistic that says white men treat women better than black men.
No, I never said. Did I say that?
Yeah, that's what you implied, yes.
Did I say that?
You implied it.
Because you said
the argument is about.
No, you said that black women, I said, no, black women don't specifically say this about black men. A lot of times black women will say this because of this, X, Y, Z.
Right.
That's why I was getting that. That's where that came from.
When you, and I this is what I do. I do podcasts and I do a lot of research and stuff too. I'm just like you. And what you're saying, like I said, that's why I said I do not disagree with you. What you're saying is true. But the devil's advocate to it is that we're looking at it from an individual outliner, anecdotal perspective. We're not looking at it as a whole. You haven't dated every black man that's alive, so you can't say black men are this way. Same way it's
majority of our men.
I don't date black women because black women are this way. It's like,
yeah.
Here's another example. Like, did you know the statistic that says 83% of black men that make over $100,000 a year are married to black women? That punches a hole in the whole theory of whenever black men get money, they're gonna want to get white girls. That's not true. You only see that because people look at entertainers and think that's see how they do, but they're not looking at all the black doctors, the black lawyers, the black attorneys. They're not looking at all of these just regular office and not even executives, just regular dudes. See, all of these regular dudes are never accounted for, because most of the people that complain about men and that complain about women only interact with a certain type of person. So unless you level up yourself to put yourself around people that are different,
I 100% agree with you on that.
so this whole argument is from an anecdotal outliner perspective completely.
Well, no, honestly, this is Black women are the most oppressed by Black, like they're every women, we are all the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to our men. You get what I'm saying? But Black women,
Diavion, what are the facts behind how Black women are the most degraded or the most oppressed by their own men? What are the facts of that? Like, what can you say as an example that gives why that the Black woman is degraded?
I can't give it back because I don't see it as singular as that, because Black women equally degrade Black men. Who coined the term?
Black men don't like,
right.
We don't.
That's factual. That
we
is.
don't. The Black women, in my opinion, they're not. I've seen where there are degrading, but Black men don't use facts. Black women, a lot of times when they're talking down on the Black men, it's Black men lack emotional intelligence. Am I lying on that? And most men do.
I disagree 100%.
Right. So
I disagree 100%. Black men do not lack emotional understanding, and
there's more male podcasts degrading women than there are women. It's rare. It's a rarity. Because I can
tell you why. I can tell you exactly why.
Why?
Because hearing women say niggas ain't shit, it's not new and not exciting and not controversial, because women have always said that niggas ain't shit. So now that men are saying, well, look, they're pushing back. Now all of a sudden it's like, how dare these men?
No, but they be misogynist.
It's not even that either. It's like they have these. It's like they have these podcasts, and you have women who are an example to show the world, but they're uneducated. They're asking them all these questions about, okay, do you want for an example, you want a man out of the Bible, the man who works, the woman doesn't do anything. All she does is care for her kids, right? But you got also these women who don't even know how to understand or even educated on that topic. Because if that's the case, a traditional man, I don't believe in that, because I don't believe in the Bible.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Like, where I'm kind of going with it for her.
There's podcasts of women saying that Black women should abort male boys.
I don't agree with that at all. Like, I don't agree with that.
But the reason I'm saying this is to show that,
because that's unrealistic. By the time she figures out the gender, the abortion will be illegal.
Well, what
you know? So that's like,
that's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that each individual side hyper focuses on a particular issue, and rather than look at it all as a whole in its entirety. In its entirety, what it appears to me is that Black men of a certain creed and Black women of a certain creed have issues, and rather than sit down and listen to each other and not dismiss each other's grievances, but actually listen and try to understand, that's not what's happening. Everyone wants to be right. Everyone wants to say, well, this is how it is, and this is how, and that's where the issue is. Like, now, I 100% agree that there's an increased level of domestic violence in the Black community. I agree with that. I agree with a whole lot. Like, I've been Black my whole life. I'm 42 years old, and I grew up through the 80s. So I was a little kid in the 80s, and I seen women on crack throwing their babies away. You know what I mean? Like crazy stuff like that. I seen gangbangers. I seen men kill each other for nothing, for wearing the wrong color shirt. I've seen
you are first generation where there's not not dealing with segregation laws. You're like the first generation of it, right?
No, hell no.
No, I believe it was actually the 70s.
The interesting thing about what you said is that my parents come from segregation. So I was raised by parents that, and I don't mean my grandparents. I mean like my parents.
You know, I know this ain't new. You know, they put black and white photos for an illusion.
Right.
But Diavion, wasn't your question of why you felt that Black women were the most oppressed, right, compared to the other women races, right?
Yeah, and I thought, we would have comments and we get feedback from it, because I kind of wanted to hear what other women were thinking too. And I know I'm not the only woman that feels
the only reason why that I feel. that's right of how you could be, you know what I mean, dealing with the black. I can't speak on all black women, like women, you know what I mean? Right. But the only reason why I would say that is because at some point you had the black man and you had the black woman. The government went and did what they needed to do to get the black male out of the home, which created what? A lot of chaos. You know, you got little boys being raised by moms who cannot tell a man how to be a man. That's something that has to be shown. You get what I mean? There's no way that even exists.
I seen something. Women, how they saw mother get treated.
Exactly. So, but then again, these are hurt people who don't know that they're hurting other people as well. But for him, I feel he's saying, look at it as a whole community, because you got some toxic ass black moms, period. Like my auntie Darlena, she was horrible. She tell her sons or her kids, she called them bitches, the daughters bitches. She'll tell their sons, you ain't gonna be shit, you gonna be like your daddy and all of that things. You know what I mean? Then you got this little boy who sees nothing but that. And what do you start to think as you grow up? You think you are that. So you start becoming that. You start to consume that. You know what I mean?
And this is where I say, where's the father?
Exactly. And that's why he's saying black women and black men cannot be arguing back and forth like that. We need the dads back in the homes.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Okay, let me touch on that a little bit.
Okay.
And if you guys could come to the cameras, I'd appreciate it. And anybody watching, please like and subscribe. Okay, I had to do the YouTube stuff.
It's just us, but I got you guys close to my ear because his speaker on his phone ain't that loud.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
Tell him to get a new Obama phone. But to touch on that is that's absolutely true. And it is true that a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. But what a woman can do is give her sons the exact same lessons she gives her daughters. Because what I've seen in my years is I've seen women teach their daughters, get your own stuff. Don't depend on nobody.
Oh God, that was my mom.
Make sure you get your own stuff. And and the only thing that the boys will get taught is to not go to jail and
not get a girl pregnant.
Not get a girl right, exactly. You see what I'm saying? So
and I 100%. But
boys are
double standard how they treat the black woman growing up and the black man growing up.
No, the black son, he gets less responsibility put on him, I would say, because most black moms put their daughters out, their black daughters out, and I'm a prime example of that. I lived through that statistic. I lived through that. My mom. Most black women, they'll be affectionate towards their son versus like, that's my baby, that's mama's boy. Most black women, I hate when I don't trust, because we're going to talk about the whole culture, because I 100% agree with you on that. It's the whole culture that needs to be fixed. Maybe it isn't black men degrade black women. It's the whole, but I do see it's the double standards. Black men, they know what black culture is. They know black women's culture, but then they'll say stuff like, also they don't like black women because they wear weave, but then they'll date a white woman who cosplay a black woman. And then he'll tell her stuff like, you're blacker than a black woman.
But do you know why all of that stuff was even brought up or why it even happened?
Well, when it comes to weed, let me touch on, because you're saying a lot and I don't want to have too much to unpack. I want to go through a little bit at a time so we can keep up with the topics. But to touch on weave, like, white girls wear weave and stuff too. Like that's
a lot of them. They call them
black men are the
extensions. They just give a different name.
Black men are the only one with the preference. They want natural hair.
The black
white man doesn't care.
This is the thing.
No, they care. They care.
They don't, Leilani.
The black men that I talk to, they consistently say the reason that they are against weave is because of the texture. Like when the curly weaves that look like natural hair, black men love that. They love that. And white women wear weaves too, but how many white women have you seen get a weave to look like you?
None. A lot now. And they'll say it's just hair. White women do that.
They'll do the styles, yeah. But I mean like the texture.
Yes.
None.
Yes.
So you telling me you see a white girl with an afro type of hair wig?
Not afro. She will do kinky curls, a kinky curly wig. You can tell it's a wig. Don't be
but he's talking about the texture of actual not mixed. Hair? We're not talking about like the mixed one with the curly weave. Like nah.
Are you talking about weave or natural hair?
We're talking about the
about-
texture of the weave. That's
I'm
what we're
talking about
talking about. The texture of the weave.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
Yeah.
texture of the weave.
Yeah, they will get that. What do you mean?
They're not gonna get Afro hair, Diavion. They'll get like
Yes,
curly,
they do.
like Brazilian
I
type
have
curls
never
or
seen
loose
that.
That's what I'm
waves.
saying. Black women don't even get Afro hair. I can just wear my natural. What are you talking about, Leilani? No,
I'm
black
speaking
women.
of-
They don't sell that. They don't sell that. They don't sell
Diavion,
Afro.
you
weave.
saw a white girl wear an Afro type wig with curls. I've never
Yes.
seen that. Me personally, I've
You've
never seen that.
never seen that. You've never.
I seen them with my texture. If I walk around with mine, they'll go put that shit on. But I've never seen them with. But you get what I mean, though.
No, I don't get.
I've never
maybe
seen
let me-
it. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
because it's echoing. It's
Yeah.
echoing. I'm so confused because I'm like, curly. What do you mean Afro type hair? Okay, it's your question. Explain what you do, so I can
You
see if
guys
I'm
see,
getting the fully
you guys see this? You guys see this right here on the screen?
Yeah.
That is a weave. And black
Right,
men
of
don't
course.
complain about that. And black men don't complain about those. The men that I do see that complain about weaves, they complain about the blonde and all of that. Me myself, I understand. I've studied culture, and I know that wigs and weaves are just
A part of our
hairdress
culture.
It's just culture. It go back to Africa. It go everywhere. Every culture has headdresses and wigs and all that type of stuff. That's just a personal preference that I see that's becoming way the hell blown out of proportion. Golden One Shinobi, I texted you the link and I put it in the comments if you want to join.
Oh, is somebody else?
Yeah. Oh, he's in the comments talking about Rachel Dolezal.
Oh, you ended it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's. I can hear.
Right. No. Yeah. And we inside.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
if
think
you guys are in the same, room,
white
the phone is
woman,
gonna.
she did the term. She actually changed it where it was curls.
The CEO me. I thought it was Junior's.
You drinking?
So did. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. But the CEO of BET is a white woman who believed to be that is yours. Or I've been drinking. We just switched up on drinks. But from what I know, this is my drink.
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Goldie?
I can't holler with you.
Yeah.
Goldie Loke.
What's up, man?
But no.
Yeah, first was here first.
But she cosplayed a black woman. She actually got an afro. And what she said was she feels as if she's mixed. She feels. While he
You
just
talking about Rachel Dolezal? Because I don't know who this person to be.
Yeah, the little chick from the NAACP. She had braids.
I know you talking about. I know you talking about Goldie. That Rachel Dolezal.
But hey, she look half black though.
She just I've watched her documentary and I get where she's coming from, but at the end of the day, she still is appropriating.
Right.
Yeah, they said that.
Was she half black?
No, she's a white woman.
But she's thicker than a motherfucker.
And there's a lot of that. There's a lot. I'm gonna show you this white girl who also.
I'm just keeping it eyes. She's thicker than a bag. You know what I mean? I don't date all of my race, but she thick. You know what I mean? She had the idea. She was going for the fake Alicia Keys. I mean, give her props, man.
There's no props to be given because that's not what we're talking about. I never said the woman was ugly. I never said I was talking about white women cosplaying black women.
Y'all seen the Asian dudes that make their hair nappy so they can have waves?
What props? What props when I'm the blueprint? What props when I'm the blueprint?
But see,
be proud of that though. Be proud of that.
And then no.
Be proud of that.
Look, a lot of times, black men will say, they will say this. They would be like, "Are y'all mad because they look good in it?" It's not because we're mad they look good in it. I promise you, I think I look better than her in it. That's my opinion. It's hair. Everyone can wear weave.
Okay.
Or the example
Well,
they use. The example
let me
we
ask you this question. Let me ask you this question then. So, because you said the black men will say, "Well, are you mad or whatever?"
Not all though.
Okay, so
we got past that point.
Have you noticed that when black women date white men, men don't complain? Black men don't complain. But when black men date white girls, white women are like, he can't handle a strong black girl. He a sellout. And so
it's only because the majority.
That's what I'm saying. But the narrative. But that's what I'm saying.
Only
that's
because the majority
narrative.
of black men have set the standard. They're only dating her to degrade, or Because if it was normalized, if it was normalized,
the majority
there are
of black
men too.
women,
There are black men that
statistics
degrade.
show-
What was his question? You said?
The
His question
statistics
was-
show
Hold on.
that 83% of black
I'm
people
gonna mute
are
myself.
married to black people.
Correct.
That's the you can look up the Census Bureau, and the Census Bureau will show you that 80% of black women are married to black men.
You know why? You know why some black men date white women, and it's sometimes it's not a cultural thing; it's a demographic thing. For number one, if they're in the area,
And
where
vice versa. Same with the black women that date white men. It's
Right.
demographics.
it can be demographics.
You date who you're around. If you go to college and you go to a college where ain't a lot of brothers at, then you're gonna date what's there. You're gonna be attracted to the people you're around.
You're around, and I mean, if you find peace with you find peace within.
Too. Like if
Yeah,
you
no.
are gonna, you know what I mean?
Right.
Now I can't hear her in the back. She on.
No,
She
I
might
had
be
muted it
in
because she
another room
asked
or
the
something?
question. No, she asked it, and I didn't want to interrupt y'all conversation, so I just muted real quick and explained it. She said, "Wait, what did he say?" And I was letting her know that you said, "Why is it that black men don't say no? Why do black women complain about black men dating white women versus y'all don't do the same?" And that's why I was just telling her. That's why I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if she want to join, she can pull out her phone. He just text her the link, text herself the link from Junior's phone.
No, I'm
It's
I'm
easy. No,
hearing,
yeah,
like,
it's
basically,
easier.
I
It's
can hear
easier
back
for
and
one
forth.
like us to just put her, because she had to go in the other room and she keep coming out trying to get eye contact while we talking. It keeps
No, 'cause
echoing.
some of the things that you're saying, like there is some facts that's valid to a certain extent, and then what he be saying kind of puts together little pieces you was trying to, talk about or something, and I just wanted to hear basically.
Yeah. But no, you are right. I think we just focus on black women. It is the whole community.
Like you gotta start from the woman and the man. Like
Did he help you? Did he give y'all some more? Oh, okay.
Like if the woman and the man heals their self, they're able to go ahead and raise healthy kids. You know what I mean? The hurt hurts people. That's
But
all
see,
we know.
we gotta deal with this number one curse word, this kryptonite that we have in the community.
No, I feel like
Listen,
they
listen,
should not
listen.
say that
Let
word.
me
They
say
should not
no.
say.
That's you ain't even let me get the word out.
Because I know the word.
This curse word that we in the community all need to learn to deal with and really deal with is accountability.
Right, and being responsible. Most definitely.
Right,
yeah.
but responsibility and accountability go hand in hand. They go hand in hand.
So
they go hand in hand. So we have to be able to look at ourselves as an individual. Because it has to happen on an individual basis, because you're only responsible for you and your kids and your family. Same with me. I have no influence on you outside of this conversation right now.
Right.
If you drop a jewel and you get it, that's beautiful, and vice versa. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you have to be accountable of what you feed into your kids and how your child is gonna contribute to the community.
Yeah.
And the community as a whole, not just the black community, because for one.
But get back onto the word. You didn't really specifically say the word. I just want to hear you say the word.
Accountability. That's the word.
Oh, it's I thought okay. No,
what word you thought he's talking about?
I thought you was going to say we should stop saying nigga for them to stop saying nigga. I was just saying to me, I literally that's
the way I feel about that word. I'm like, let them have it, because I'm not a nigga.
Yeah, I ain't a nigga.
I ain't want no more.
What,
they can have that word. It don't mean nothing to me.
So on the basis of being accountable and being responsible, when you come to yourself, is also being accountable and responsible for peace. You know what I mean? Like everybody should be accountable and responsible for three things: their peace, their energy, and their time. And when we actually being on a basis of a culture and we're in a relationship, you're responsible for your other half's peace, energy, and time. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff don't have a lot of structure to it, because a lot of people ain't disciplined enough to take care of their own peace, energy, and time. So they become consumers and parasitics towards other people in a relationship. And that's why a lot of relationships don't really be working culturally, you know what I mean? Because culturally we need to define ourselves. What up, big cuz? What up, cuz? I see you back there. We don't put ourselves in the basis of protecting our peace, energy, and time. I see you. What's up? What's up? I see you.
But no, I hear you. I definitely hear you.
Tell him don't move around too much. He way too much. He gonna start stinking. No.
It already stinking here. No, I'm just kidding.
He got a little too much meat on it. Too much poke on the folk. No, just
nah, but I definitely
I just
agree.
tease it.
I gotta leave the pork alone too, cuz.
We all need to.
I'm on that
But
bacon.
no,
I don't eat no chops. I just eat
in
bacon.
seriousness, though, like we need to understand and hold ourselves accountable. We need to be consciously aware that we are trying to create a household amongst ourselves, and we freeballing it.
Right.
Because I was lucky enough to come from a generation where I had both my mom and my daddy.
Right.
So, but
they weren't.
But not all. Listen, not all of my friends had that opportunity. There were a lot of my friends that didn't have no daddy around or didn't have no mama. However it went. But the thing about it is the ramifications of that is that so many of us have never seen a man and a woman have a healthy relationship.
Yes.
Right.
You've never seen a man and a woman have a healthy relationship. You do not know how to imitate or emulate it.
So it's only what you think in your head of what you think a healthy relationship looks like, or what you think. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that 100%.
Right.
Hey,
so we have to be consciously aware of what
honestly,
we
I
allow
get
our
a lot of my
children to
advice
see.
though from divorced people, divorced
But that's
men
bad.
and divorced. No, listen, and they'll
Because
say
divorced
this.
people
No,
are people that didn't-
They'll say
didn't
this.
work.
Yeah,
They'll
it didn't
say
work.
this.
Hey,
They'll tell,
They didn't know how to make it
they
work.
didn't know.
Hey,
Listen.
if you're talking
Y'all
to a
hear me
divorced
out?
person,
Hear
if
me
you're
out.
talking, I'm
I
listening to you, but if you're talking to a divorced person, that divorced person can't say, so, well, hey, this is where I failed at. This is why it didn't work.
That's the
because
type of advice they give me. That's
All
the
right.
type they give me. They give me that, or they'll be like, the divorced people I talk to, they give me the real. They give me real. They don't give me bias. Like, don't be like this. Don't nag. Don't. They'll be like, blah blah blah. X Y. They do give me real advice. I think I only know one in my eyes what to look like a perfect relationship. Of course, every relationship is not perfect. Right. There's no such, like I said, every relationship is not perfect. And this isn't a celebrity couple. This is somebody I seen on their worst day and I see them on their best day, to me. And they always come back strong. It's my sister and her husband. But other than that, I don't know too many. I know a lot of married people, but they're not happy. They're not happy.
Hey, let me say this, because you brought up the word perfect. Perfect is the enemy of good.
But perfect for me is because
perfect.
I can say,
to
me, a perfect day is not missing the bus.
Look,
a perfect day for me is not missing the bus.
Perfect.
As long as I don't
listen,
I don't care who's shitty to me. Everybody's shitty. But a perfect day to me is if I don't miss that city bus, I ain't got to chase it.
I dig what you're saying. I dig what you're saying, but I'm talking about from the context of relationships.
Relationship, gang.
And I get that too. No,
perfect is the enemy of good. And I'm gonna explain to you why.
Run it.
Because perfect is where this whole concept of settling comes in. And a lot of women love to talk about settling. Oh, I'm not gonna settle. I'm not gonna settle. But the problem with them saying they're not gonna settle is because they're searching for perfect. So since they're looking for perfect,
women are delusional. I 100% agree with you on that.
Since they're looking for perfect, they'll come across somebody that's actually good for them.
I agree with you.
It's not perfect, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
So that's why perfect is
for me,
good.
For me, a perfect person is, with all your flaws, someone who has emotional intelligence. So that means you hear what hurt me, even though if that wasn't your intentions, you acknowledge what hurt me. Because most people don't know what emotion. They think, oh, I don't kiss a girl's because I don't kiss a girl's butt. It's not about that. But I know y'all are grown men. Y'all know. But for the viewers watching, that's what when women say they want emotional. So a man who doesn't cheat, because, and then look, but women are so delusional. They want the high earner, a man who everybody wants. Every woman wants a man that makes 6 figures or more. So he has a plethora of women. No woman wants that man who works a 9 to 5, who can also make 6 figures working a 9. Those are the average men. Women are so delusional. You will win every time if you get a man that's average. Technically average. When I say average too,
I'm talking about.
How old are you? How old are you, man?
22. I'm a baby. I can admit I got a lot of learning to do.
Look, from a financial point of view, myself, and Goldie. Well, he on that side on my screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see, you did the same thing I did.
Yeah.
But myself and Goldie, we are from a financial statistical point of view, we're the average guys. We're $50,000-$60,000 guys. We're not $100,000 guys, but we're the dudes that women should look at, but they don't look at because it's not good enough.
Son, I make 100, it still ain't enough.
Or you make 100, bro?
I mean, what I'm doing,
congrats on that good promotion.
But that don't mean nothing. Let me tell you, money don't mean nothing.
Are you single, Goldie?
Let me tell you about this.
Are you single though?
I'm single, but I ain't doing nothing. I don't want nobody. I ain't doing nothing. Look, I'm gonna run it to you like this. It ain't about the money, and I like Kool-Aid. When it comes to the money situation, if you meet somebody and I make 100 and she make 20, I'm guarantee I'd rather her to get a whole 20 that year so we could ball out together, because if you got money, I got money, we straight. But some people think because, you got 100 or even 50, you got it like that.
He can cover me, Stan. No, I agree with you.
You're supposed to be mooched on. And then that's when the colloquialisms, hey, you're a guy, you're supposed to take care of the woman. You're a guy, you're supposed to do. And there's a lot of different things that need to be understood when it comes to two people matching in a relationship. And then you ain't supposed to be a simp. You ain't supposed to let nobody pimp you. That's vice versa. That's man or woman. But the thing about it is, when you start talking finances and 100,000, you want the man 6 feet with the trapezius muscles and a 6-pack and a fast car. That's bullshit. That's like having an American dream. You know what I mean? It's like having a big house with the white picket fence and the swings in the backyard.
Right. And to be fair, and there is the devil's advocate that there are men that say I want her to look like this and have a fat behind, and
it's so crazy. Men date women for their look.
That still brings back my point, is that we tend to hyper focus on particular things rather than the overall picture. See, I've been married 13 years.
Yeah, I've been 10.
Yeah, I've been married 13 years, and me and my wife been together a total of 19. So since my early 20s. And I can tell you right now, it ain't been easy.
Let me tell you, I wouldn't have got married. I wouldn't have got married young. If I could do it all over, I wouldn't have got married young.
It's not a Disney princess, freaking knights and princes, and it ain't none of that. It's actual life. It's actual life. And as long as people seek out the perfect thing, they'll never achieve it.
Yeah, if somebody with you, they marry you, and they're not your eyewitness for your, like I say, for your peace, your energy, and your time. You know what I mean? Because you can't get that shit back. If they ain't willing to sacrifice with you on that, you're in a toxic relationship. And that's the biggest thing. A lot of us sit up here and
we glorify it too, though. We
glorify it because we think it's cute. You see what I'm saying? Because we're stuck in that. Because if you're logically stuck in it, you'll be physically stuck in it.
How old are you, Goldie?
I'm 40.
If you don't mind me asking. 40? And could you say at 40, motherfuckers still got that mindset? Sorry. People still have that mindset?
They got a lot of people.
Because you're single, so you see
they got a lot of people. Let me tell you. I try to see something up, whatever like that. And show buku love, magnificent love. In person, because people don't be mad at what you do for them. They be mad at what you couldn't do for them or what you didn't do for them. But then they'll say, "Oh, you you use me." Well, how I use you? And me and you was in the same boat.
Let me say this to her, cuz in regard to 40 and 50 years old, because I'm 42, I can tell you right now, at 40 years old, there are a lot of 40 and 50-year-old 20-year-olds.
Oh, 18-year-olds.
50-year-olds, 15-year-olds.
18.
Yeah.
They got a lot of grown. Just because you get older does not mean you grow up.
No,
you
a lot of times
right there.
Physically are aging, but mentally are still young, are children. So you're like 10 years behind. Where's she going? Oh, does she want me to go with her? Yeah. Junior. Yeah, Junior. No.
What's going on, man?
Sit there, cousin. You should have took
bro,
this
it was cool hanging out with mom this weekend too, man. This week, man.
Hmm?
I said it was cool hanging out with your mom this week, boy. Your mom is funny, boy.
Oh, that's right, my mom. She gone now, ain't she?
Nah, she should be touching down in a few minutes.
Okay.
She flew out about 10 this morning, but she is funny, man.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Yeah, we cut up.
Yeah, he in Louisiana.
She kicks.
Oh, you in? I could tell by the accent. At first, I thought this was Greg, but I'm like, no, that ain't Greg.
Oh, where that boy from? He from Louisiana too?
Greg is Percy's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, didn't Greg live down here before they moved out there?
I think he went down there. He was driving trucks, so he was down there a lot.
Yeah. He was.
How you doing, though, cousin? You good?
Man, you know I'm living, babe. Everything cool, man. Everything is love, man. I'm just trying to stay on top of my shit and stay swimming. You know what I mean?
So, how y'all feel about her debatable conversation?
It's not even really a debate. It's just a matter of she just needed to talk to people that know how to listen and respond. Y'all was probably over here just yelling and all of that type of stuff. Oh, my sister just got on here and said my mom lands tonight at 9:04 p.m.
Okay.
The flight got delayed.
Oh, dang. Yeah, we had bad weather come through. They got a
hurricane
tropical depression, man. Yeah, it's crazy down there.
Yeah, be careful. I want to come visit so
That's
bad.
why the lights off. That's why the lights off.
No, I cut it off. The light's too bright, so when I'm trying to look in the phone, it's glaring back in my eyes.
Yeah, I want to go out there and visit. Boy, is it popping out there?
The other girl I got on, she on my page. I'll be chopping it up with her sometime too. The Samoan mixed girl, Leilani, I think her name is.
The one I was just on here, not the black one, but the other one that was on here with
you. Yeah, she on my Facebook. Yeah, she be chopping. I'll chop it up with her sometime too.
Okay.
But they both got on.
It all depends on who
they both got on.
No, yeah, they went to go get some blunts.
Yeah, they got on. That's what I said.
Yeah. She coming back though, cause the conversation we had there was just, you right, Uncle, you exactly right. We was in here yelling like a motherfucker, because everybody had their voices of opinion, but then nobody want to hear nobody else talk. And it's like me and the bro Darion, we let them talk. You feel me?
Are you breaking up?
I ain't breaking up.
You just froze now. You frozen.
That boy's stuck.
The boy's stuck. Look at it.
Me?
You don't see nothing but chin. Look.
You don't see me?
Okay,
y'all don't see me?
I see you now.
You ain't got a lot of bars on your phone. You trying to use the Wi-Fi or something?
No, this her phone. She got an iPhone 12. I get all the bars, and I ain't got no Wi-Fi. That's just shows you right there. No matter what size of house.
She got Metro or something.
Nah, she probably got a 5G. She probably got a 5G setting messed up on her phone. On the 12, if you got your 5G settings right, it'll try to pick up 5G.
Her phone is burning up with a case on it, and it's in my hand. I don't even have a case.
Yeah. It's trying to pull the internet. You got to go in there and go into your cellular options and check and change that 5G shit off there. You gotta put 5G on it when it's wrong and let it use the regular because them 12s have 5G on it.
Yeah, let it use that LTE.
Yeah, the LTE, yeah. Cause that's why it's burning up. But yeah, man.
Let her do that. How to do that in her app.
You know what? You been a broken phone. Don't do that, son.
You don't break her phone, bro.
Right. Yeah, I'm not. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just let her fully charged.
But she's 22 years old, man. They got a whole different concept when it comes to relationship. And I really realized culturally that a lot of people in our culture, the younger folk, they really base their culture on what they see on TV because they're not really actually listening to people in relationships. They go to the hurt folk in relationships because a lot of people in relationships today really don't know how to be in relationships. They just in it for certain fundamentals and attributes and amenities, you know what I mean?
Lifestyle.
Lifestyles, you know, and they just, a lot of people sit there and stack up on you, get paid, and then find one day you bitch you ate my ice cream and kick you out the house. There's a whole lot of different things people doing today. People are really stacking on people. Hey, Dre, for real, bro. Like, if you really sit over there stacking your cake, you with a chick, you really don't like it. You stacking like 5, 10. You a whole year. You don't put up 30 bands with her chilling. She jokes your time, but you can't really like her. But you really can't stand when she eats your chocolate chip cookie ice cream every time you go. My ice cream missing. That Christmas, that last Christmas, bitch, you ain't my ice cream. I'm done. You walking out with your 30 G's, right?
Yeah, I'm out of there.
I'm saying they got a lot of people that do that, bro. They're not in the relationships no more.
That go right back to what I said. Perfect is the enemy of good.
It is.
That go right back to that. Because you're gonna throw it all away for some ice cream. Buy a bigger jug of ice cream, and then she can't eat it all.
No, but that's the whole plan, sir. I might do that. I might get with a chick that like a certain ice cream that's gonna joke me. I'm gonna stack about 40 G's on, and then when she eat that ice cream, I'm gonna tell her I'm done. Fuck it, I'm over it. Just do it. I'm sorry. I won't do nothing like that. But they got people that do that. They use women, they use men, and our culture is let me say why our culture having problems thriving as a whole in relationship. Because culturally, every generation is still trying to dig each other out the hole from 1986 or some shit. No, it's weird.
Disagree with that. I disagree.
You disagree?
Let me know, man. This is why. Because we gotta look at it on. We got to look at it at a compartmentalized type of as an evolving culture.
Okay.
So, because when you look at 1960s, black men and black women worked. This whole notion of the women that they say now is that I'm not going to be like my grandmama because my grandmama had to stay and put up with that mess because grandpa was taking care of her. She couldn't do for herself. That's a false narrative.
Right.
As long as I remember, my mama and my daddy worked. Your mama and your daddy worked. You know, right? So, on a compartmentalized base, as each decade went on, there became a greater and greater divide due to certain socioeconomic issues, from drugs, going to jail, the Black Panthers and all that, and them going to jail behind that, gang banging, them going to jail behind gang banging, drugs, and killing each other. Yeah. So all of that, as these generations went on, they got to a particular spot where social media became this thing. Because think about it, it's 2022 right now. Mm-hmm. That means they got 22-year-old people alive right now that have never lived a day of life where a cell phone didn't exist.
You're correct.
You see what I'm saying? They can't fathom a world without a cell phone. Right. So you got to look at this particular mindset is like as us, our age group, being that we came before it, we see social media as fake.
Yeah, we know that it's fake. Say, bro, they practice,
but they don't see it as fake. They see it as real.
Real, yeah.
It's a part of the fabric of their society. They have never lived a day of their life where a cell phone did not exist.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you know what? You know what's fire, bro? Back in the day is dating and still mingling on the outside, and you still had your own metaverse with AOL dial-up. You still making them rooms, and you pull up your dad. We all go to the bar. You meet them like that. She ugly as shit. But you know what? Conversation deep. I'm gonna keep that conversation with her, but that's the further that's gonna go. You hear me? The other partner hit her, then you get mad, dog. Like, they
don't even do stuff like that these days. They the way that they work right now is they don't. This culture is not even interested in getting to know a person as a person.
That's true, bro.
Because we come from a generation where you'll sit up on the phone all night. You have somebody be like, I'm gonna hook you up, my homegirl. You will never see her, but you'll talk to her on the phone for about a month before you finally see her. And then when you see her, even if you think she ugly, you might be like, well, she cool. I'll see where it go. Yeah. The generation they live in now work like this. Cute, ooh, ugly, nope. Cute, ooh, ugly, nope.
Hey, I got a phone call.
Nope. That's what they live in now. They're not reading. They're not reading the type of person they like. They're not reading the interests they have. They're not doing none of that. It's just how you look. Oh, nope, I'm good. And that's created a society full of shallow-minded individuals.
And the crazy part about the pictures are all fake. Everything filtered.
Right. filtered. They all fake, right? They filtered. They got fake bodies now too. They going to Mexico, Dominican Republic, all of that. They building a body out here.
Hey, what you think about this? This totally off subject. We're not talking about.
Okay.
You know, we like the Roe versus Wade situation when it comes to women's rights. You know, actually, and the fact about it that black women actually liberated all women in the working industry in America back in the 70s when they was doing a thing with the women, because every other culture really downgraded their women. They wanted them barefooted, butt naked, and pregnant, and cooking meals in the house. And that's not from our culture. That was back in the day's cultures. People understand it. So the black woman was already liberated because she was the ones running these doctors' offices, these lawyer offices, these hospitals. We could go different things, the babysitter, all that. So they used our women to march with them to liberate themselves, and now they're going through the process where they're using old legal cases like Roe versus Wade in order to take away from women's rights. But at the same time, to me, this is my logic, and it's only opinionated. Women put their rights into constitutional. Well, we all got a constitutional right, but they separate themselves with certain things with constitutional right when it comes to their body being part of this medical process. My thing is, do you think, and this is just a concept, do you think the government is secretly pulling itself out of paying for certain things that women are already paying for as selective advancements or selective procedures? For instance, like just like you said, they go to Miami for the BBL. What's the difference if they let them go ahead to different places to do these abortions rather than saying, because the abortions is just one of the things that they're cutting out. That's just the beginning. They're going to cut themselves off from other different things that they think they're elective in women medicine. And
they're already doing that. Now that abortion is gone, they're already taking away birth control. It's little by little. But my opinion about this whole birth control thing, I don't think it's a conspiracy for the government, because what the government was doing, and it actually came out, is that these aborted babies were going to all these different laboratories, and they was doing they was using them for stem cell research and all of that type of stuff. Yeah. So I don't think that they did it because it isn't conducive for their stem cell research to take away the source of the stem cells. So I don't think that it's some conspiracy to not pay for procedures and stuff no more. I don't think that.
Okay. Yeah. My idea was like, man, they just want to actually get out of it where they don't have to put any more money through insurances or any types of way of paying for these things out of pocket, and letting women pay for it. My point of view
is more conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm not even going with conspiracy theory. I'm going with insurances, because like before COVID, like a couple of like in the end of the 2000s going into the 10s, you know, it was hard for a person, not just a woman, but anybody that had diabetes to get medical insurance.
Yeah. Because of that well, Obamacare was supposed to change that pre-existing conditions.
Right.
They were supposed to get rid of that.
Right.
But yeah. What you playing, nephew?
2K.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not even good at that.
Yeah, I don't get down on that.
Burn it up, nigga. This motherfucker feel like it's explodes, nigga.
The phone?
Every time I graduated, her phone
ain't got no about to blow up, boy.
It ain't got no fan.
No fan, no case, no air conditioning, no nothing. This motherfucker hot.
But you in Nevada, it's probably hot out there.
Like, where you at in Nevada? Here in Vegas?
Yeah, I'm on the north end.
Okay, cool. That's a bet. I might be by you soon.
Yeah, I'm over here on Nellis and Craig.
They got something called Henderson out there or something?
Yeah, Henderson is nice.
Yeah, Henderson is another city though. That shit like
Henderson in an hour away. It's about it's like driving from Moreno Valley. It's like I can't think of nothing down your way, but out here it's like going from Moval to Ontario or something like that. It's about 30-40 miles away. That's better.
All right.
It's like the next couple cities over.
I'm supposed to be out there July 14th for a convention, but I'm not gonna come out there because They're
Are
not
they back?
playing.
Tell them we waited for them.
It's been off live too long. My
We
shit
showing no
dying.
plan.
Well, not
We
dying,
waited
but
for y'all. So when y'all, hey, we waited for y'all because when y'all smoke, I really want to see how interesting y'all thought process about to get.
Slow.
See, they're gonna be like, see
Slow.
what had happened was,
Slow.
what had happened was, see what had
I'll be
happened
like, what
was.
was
And you know, and we get them to stop and blow that
What'd you
spit bubble, you got them.
Told to the black man, he hit me. But no, yeah. It's still gonna be
What
so.
name?
About what you said about that shit about the assault.
You said somebody hit you.
No one
That
should
boy
hit each
Jordan
other.
said your phone about to blow
No
up.
one. Oh, I think you fuck with it. What I said? Or yeah.
I want you to repeat it, though.
I said a
You
man
might have
shouldn't
to
hit a
post
woman,
that.
and a woman shouldn't hit a man. How dare you put that expectation on a person? Because if a 2-year-old could sock the shit out and it really hurt. So women that I don't care that men are scientifically stronger than men, that still hurts a man. Because I've seen a video where a girl she just chin checked. I don't care if I probably said it the wrong way. Scientifically, a man is stronger than a woman. Sorry, I probably said a woman is stronger than a man. Yeah, no. No. I feel like that expectation. So I don't agree with that. I feel like women should teach their daughters because women teach their daughters a man's not supposed to hit you. They don't teach their daughters.
Go back on the subject because you be talking about some shit. Go to the shit and excuse my language. Talk about Uncle, my language, my bad. But tell him to go to the conversation you had about the women and the men, about the 50 singlings and the 50 sleeping with it, and then see how they can put in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to me, it's equal. I said it's if a no, yeah, it's the same thing. No, I'm gonna because I can't quote what I said, but I knew my gist.
You sound far away. I don't know what you did, but it sound low now. Turn the mic
I put my
down.
hand up.
Her finger about
Hear me
it.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I said if a man has sex with 15 women and he's a hoe, a woman who has sex with 50 men is a hoe. If he's that man and she's that girl. It's no difference because what's the difference between a woman having sex with a man 50 times a day than 50 niggas in one day?
It's a big difference.
Complete
That's a
It's
big difference.
It's a big
It's
difference.
the same difference.
No, it's
The
not.
vagina is
50
still
times
gonna
with the
snap
same.
back. The
No,
vagina
time with
men
the same
still
man?
Listen. This is what the difference is. It's not a matter of the quality.
It's not
of,
acceptable for men to do it.
Listen.
That's why I made that over. No, that's why I made that over exaggerated.
Are y'all gonna talk?
That's why.
Well,
You gonna talk to
Yelling.
us?
We were yelling earlier. This ain't yelling now.
You just raised your voice just now when I said something.
We were raising our voice earlier.
But I wasn't raising my voice now.
and you know
So
what I
what?
know about the younger folk, bro? They have respect on their shoulders like a big ass chip. You hear me? That don't have no balance.
What? Sorry, I heard.
Now,
that.
what I was saying is that the difference between a woman that has sex with one man 50 times versus having sex with 50 different men, that's too broad of a statement. Because
basically I was saying.
listen, now hang on, let me finish.
Okay.
The reason I say it's too broad of a statement is because when is this sex occurring? Is she having sex with like or what? No, listen.
I'm confused. What is that?
No, because listen. I'm 40 years old. So if I were single right now and I was to go to a nightclub or a bar room or whatever and date a woman that's my age, she's had sex with more than 50 people.
Correct.
It's just automatic. That's not a big deal. That's why I said the span of when it happens is what differentiates it. So if there's a woman and she's dating a man, if there's a woman and she has a boyfriend for 6 months and she has sex with her boyfriend 50 times, okay. Now if a woman is single and she has sex with 50 different men
in 6 months,
that's different.
Wait.
That's different.
Because the body count.
And the reason
call that a body count.
The reason that it makes it different is that, and even for men too, men are not exempt. A man that has sex with 50 women in 6 months is held to this exact same standard. It's a reflection of their own self-esteem and what's the word?
Discipline.
It's their own insecurities. It's a reflection of their
exactly
insecurities.
what this man was trying to say. I ain't say he
just in
said
different
it,
words.
but he was trying to say it. But right here, come here. Come on,
it's a reflection of their insecurities.
Yeah.
Because
talking some other shit.
when she said what you're answering, my response was, I said that's not the same, and there's a huge difference. God said, because if it's one woman having sexual altercation with 50 men, and versus one
Don't put it on the live.
one woman having sex with one man, like it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one guy completely hitting that 50 times versus 50
But the
different
chances
males.
of a man having one body is slim to none, just like a woman having only one body.
But we
Which
weren't
is what I
saying
said.
about
Which is what I said.
No, I didn't say that.
body. We wasn't
You
saying.
said he said if he only slept with one or two people. He said
I
he was
said
giving the
slept with-
hypothetical that the man only slept with one or two people and the woman slept with these.
I'm
all
referring.
these
I'm
people.
referring to what you
He
said.
said, I'm going to think
talking about
about,
what you
this is
said.
what he said. He said it's similar, but it's not. He said, I'm going to think, and I said this is insecure. This is why I said insecurities. Also, though, pride and all that stuff, playing, you have to admit to it, though.
Exactly.
Regardless, it's what it is.
It can be that,
He
but
said, I'm going to, because his example was, it wasn't nowhere near like yours. He said, I'm going to think about 49 or maybe 50 other men being inside of her, and I'm being the 51st.
No, I said something similar. To that. Let me finish. No, I said something similar. No, I said something similar. Now, if you say that, let me finish.
Hang on. I don't want y'all to get loud.
But
I don't want y'all to get loud and
You're
emotional.
making it seem like
Please. I don't want y'all to get loud and emotional because then we can't have a
you're
dialogue.
Wait.
fucking. You're
I
having
can't hear you,
sex.
Dick.
Also say,
Now hang. See,
So you're having sexual intercourse with another female 50 times. You know what I mean? You having sexual intercourse with 50 other men, and you're telling me you want me to accept that you're having sex with 50 other guys when I haven't even slept with that many women. And just like you're saying, with that time span, right? That's where it comes in.
no, I never
place.
gave a time span with
No,
that.
I did though. That's why I was saying. That's why I was indifferent. I didn't say it exactly how you said it. But I'm saying, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying if she has sex with 50 guys and this male had only been with 3 women in the same time span of life that they've been living in, you don't want to be with someone that's been
Right.
Well, that's not
That's
not necessarily. Hang on. Can I
wait,
speak?
wait.
Can I speak, y'all?
I said this is
The
what I
reason that's
said.
not necessarily true is this. I'm gonna tell
I
you
didn't
why.
argue. I didn't
No,
say
let me
nothing.
hang on.
This is
We
what I
gotta
said.
unpack. Hang on. We gotta unpack one thing at a time.
But no,
If we
they
don't
start-
unpack one thing at a time, we're not having a dialogue.
They,
We're not having a. We're
no,
not.
I was telling him,
If
listen,
we can't respond to him, we're not having a
Well,
conversation.
we got to respond to him first, man.
everybody,
because we're not-
listen.
If we
Okay,
can't
Ma'am.
respond, we have to respond to him
Okay.
so we can have a
Ma'am,
conversation.
let's respond to him
Okay.
first.
So
You're right.
to what he
Let's take it
says.
before y'all call me partner. Look.
Now look, to what you said, bro, even within to use the same time span that I use, if let's say it's a 25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman, so they're both exactly the same age.
Right.
So he meet this woman and they're dating or whatever, and it comes down to where they're discussing sexual encounters because you got to do that for health reasons and all that type of stuff, right? So she says that she's been with 50 people since in her 25 years of life, and he says that he has had only 3. Now, if there's 2 things that can happen. He can either accept it or reject it.
Because
That's
from
it.
all, look, listen.
That's it. There's nothing else. There's no in between.
That's it. Because once you're already in it, you can't be like, man, you can't get
I'm
mad and be like,
happy.
man,
Right.
I'm
Listen, yeah, more than likely.
Okay, Melvin, on the flip side. Now look, I'm gonna do the devil's advocate now. Here's the devil advocate side. With that same scenario, the woman can say, I don't want to mess with you because you're inexperienced and I don't want to be teaching you how to do nothing.
right.
I don't want to have to show you where you gotta move it to the side and get there.
What I said was too. What if
Now you had to be the devil's advocate like that. Now you down.
let me give another devil's advocate though. I just want to give another devil's advocate. Listen, I want him to hear this.
About the sizes?
No,
Talk about that. Yeah.
What if she got played 50 different times?
You can't.
She got plague.
She got played. How?
Women are
You want to
easy.
get played?
How?
Well, no. Hold on.
I want to know how. I want to know
talking
how.
about?
If she got played, listen. If she got played,
Listen.
listen. Let me say
No,
this.
not the same man.
Listen.
Not the same
Hey.
type of. There are
If
different
she
type
got
of
played,
misogynists.
Ma'am.
No, she's
y'all having too
learning
many
each time.
sidebar
What if
conversations.
she was?
Yeah, you can't get to it.
Darian, let me know. No, to you.
Y'all are having too many
To you,
sidebar.
it's
Put
not
your
a fact.
phone on
No,
the
it's not a
Bluetooth
fact.
on the
Then
Bluetooth
everybody
speaker
would
so
have it
everybody
together.
can hear.
Everybody would have it together.
But they don't, and that's what I'm saying.
Listen. Let me talk. I let you talk.
I was never finished. You took the phone.
Hey, Junior, you got a Bluetooth speaker? Put her phone on the Bluetooth speaker
Yeah, put up on a Bluetooth speaker.
so everybody can, because we feel like we're yelling over y'all.
Yeah.
We can't have a dialogue if y'all having side
Do y'all have a
conversations.
Bluetooth speaker?
That's why.
Yeah,
That's
if
why.
anything, yeah, y'all going because
That's why I asked Junior if everybody had a phone, because if everybody had a phone, everybody can get on the
y'all could go in
call
that
together.
room. Close the door. You don't hear. But Leilani kept coming out like trying to talk. And it was echoing. That's all.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit the two D.
I'm listening.
come on, back.
D. This is what we're gonna do.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna sit your phone down and turn it sideways so the camera show big, and you and Leilani can sit together next to each other and be one person, and then Junior and his homeboy can go in the other room, and they can get on that phone. So it'll be the two men in one room and the two women in the other room, or however y'all want to do it. If y'all want to put, you see what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
don't want to go in the room.
I don't mind letting us taking turns though.
I don't mind the conversation
But let's-
on one phone and
let's-
us
right,
talking.
let's-
But see,
He
y'all
don't
saying
want
that.
No,
You
let's
guys are
have this
saying
for
that,
a
but we're
certain amount
yelling.
of time because
But
sometimes
the thing is
With
y'all
me,
saying that, but when we're trying to
with
talk
me,
back to
he was
y'all,
like, well,
when
let
y'all
me
are
say
all in the
this.
room
Let me
yelling,
say this.
y'all
I
don't
gave
hear
you
us
before.
on the phone.
If you're objecting and have your facts behind it, that's it. Now someone else can talk about
So
it.
yeah, and you're like,
you gotta wait.
I'm like, you let him have a rebuttal, but then when I wanted to throw my 2 cents, I was never done talking. That's what.
But I wasn't. You took the phone and walked over there.
Because
Because
his little facts after his objection.
But
Exactly.
he said something already. That's why I took the phone. I'm telling you why I took
Whenever
it.
you get a chance after y'all done, just let me know what the on me. I'm gonna step outside and go on. I want to hear this shit.
Right.
My
I
bad.
know, but it's not even yelling though. I be talking really loudly. But
No,
what
but
I'm saying though,
what we were saying is that if y'all are all in the same room and y'all are getting loud amongst each other, y'all can't hear us try to answer y'all question. Like we be
Right.
trying to say something and y'all are talking amongst yourselves and it's louder than the phone.
Yeah, if y'all got a Bluetooth speaker, we can all answer y'all.
Nah, we ain't got no speaker.
That's why I was saying if everybody got a phone, Junior got the link. He can just send the link to text everybody the link, and
But
everybody
Junior,
can have it on their
Junior
list.
outside.
Well, Bobo's phone is kind of Darion's phone is kind of like messed up a little bit, so I understand why he don't want to get on his phone. You feel me? But he's willing to have an open conversation. It's just sister trying to prove her point a little too much, and she's just over yelling.
We all over talking
it's
each
not
other.
that. It's not that. It's like I told him.
See?
We all gonna have a
Like I
chance.
told you.
Never talked about in that conversation dealing with the 50 men and the 3 women with the male and a female. You guys never still explained how what your example was. You said it's the same thing of a woman fucking 50 men as a man fucking 50 women, right?
That was the whole
thing. This is the point.
No, I asked her. I didn't miss no point.
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to hear what y'all saying.
Better talk. Y'all didn't explain that. Remember what you said? You said that's like a men getting 50 different men getting the key to that one lock.
But why are you guys?
So why is it different for what
That's-
he's saying
listen.
for a man?
That's a philosophical. I can answer that.
No one said it was.
Yeah.
I can
You
answer
can answer
that.
Y'all making it
Let
seem
him
like
answer.
I can answer that. I can answer that.
Okay, so yeah,
No,
that's
you
what she's
were
doing.
talking
No,
about.
she said
No,
your
she
point
was
that
just.
she made. She said you made.
I
the
can
point
answer that.
earlier.
When you talk about the lock and the
Yes, you
key,
said the point that you made
Yeah, every man ain't got the lock and key though.
Right,
Yeah,
so
Sometimes
I
you gotta
can-
reach in them and get
See,
that
they
bullshit
can't see how they
out.
can't hear us.
Right now,
See how they
she
can't
said
hear us.
She wants to hear.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about, Junior. Junior, this is what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
Let's
yeah.
talk.
No,
They
y'all
can't
not wording
hear
it
us.
I'm
correctly.
about to get out live because
Like I'm trying to answer it, but
I'm not
he
tripping.
wants
hear
to
what
say
I'm saying.
something.
Okay, I'm not talking to him. Listen to him. You can't
I can't
justify
hear
what I'm doing.
Okay. Now I can
That's
break
what I'm
down that
saying.
whole lock and key. If y'all listening,
We having
if
a
y'all are
separate
listening,
conversation from
I
what
can
I'm
break
saying.
down that whole lock and key thing. If y'all listening,
Conversation. If you
Yeah, he's trying to answer one of y'all questions, but he said somebody.
or they just dropped off. I don't know if her phone died or something.
No,
phone,
she
that nigga
left.
hot.
But we can't hear it because they all trying to have that conversation at once.
Oh, she
So
left.
that lock and key. So she said 50 different men trying to find that lock and key. What say, bro? Everybody ain't got that lock and key.
No, because I know the analogy that he was talking about. There's a old quote on old man proverb, because you know a man proverb is just a man proverb amongst men,
Right.
And it says you have to think of the male organ and the female organ like a lock and a key.
Correct.
Right? Because women are all taught that their organ is a treasure, right?
Right.
So
hold on. You go. Hold on. Cash got now this week. May I help you? Nuclear medicine. Hold on.
Trash. I mean, not trash.
Junior, you said they left.
I'm right there. I'm sorry.
No, she left the group chat because they're still having the debate right now, though. But it's just too
But I
much
can answer the
commotion.
question that they argue, and I got the answer.
Yeah, but it's just too many people talking right now, so that's why you ain't gonna be able to explain that answer.
If they be quiet, but this is how that lock and key scenario works. A woman's or a sexual organ is supposed to be the treasure, right? And you know, a treasure chest takes a key. So this is 100%.
My shit.
This is 100% a man analogy. Like I said, this is something that men say that was invented by men for men. It's that we know what a master key is, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a key that opens all locks.
Right. Now, a master key is a key that opens up all locks. Now, a lock that can be opened up by any key is just a shitty lock.
Right. It's a broke lock. You heard
right.
Me?
Like I said, it's a man joke. It's a man joke. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Man, it took 50 keys to unlock that lock.
Right. You can pick up a stick. If you could just pick up a stick off the ground and open it up, it ain't keeping nothing safe.
Oh, man, you stupid. But that's true. I forgot it. Yeah, any key that can open that lock. Yeah, you right. That's a shitty lock. You ain't got no treasure in that box, baby.
Right.
We just practicing.
You've been robbed every day of your life.
We just practicing. Yeah, I'm at work, man. That's why I hit these lights, these bright ass lights.
I can dig it. I respect it, bro. But the whole point of me saying that is I put emphasis on that's just a man thing, because at the end of the day, no matter who you meet, they're gonna have a past.
They're gonna have a past,
and it's up to you to whether you're gonna let that past bother you or not. Now there are some situations and instances where a woman's past can make you uncomfortable.
Correct.
And I could use somebody I know in real life as an example. She was the town 304. She was, back in high school, she was getting ran through by the football team and having orgies and stuff like that, right? And she went off and moved somewhere else and met a dude, and then came back to the home city, and everybody laughing at him, and he don't understand why. Like, oh, you think you got a prize, bro?
Yeah. She done been spitting on and leaked on.
She'd have been ran through, and she still get ran through to this day while she married, because her getting married was only for security.
Damn. I feel bad for that dude.
And he ain't left. I don't feel bad for him because he ain't left.
He ain't leave?
No.
Oh. So he just figured he gonna make her change.
I don't know what he doing. What last I had talked to him a few years ago, he was like, I can't leave my kids. I'm like, all right, bro.
Yeah, well,
you can do for them kids and not be there. But I dig him though. I get it. He don't want them kids to see nothing.
Yeah, he don't want them kids to be exposed to that. I feel
right.
It.
I feel it.
I've been through that.
If he there at the house and she leave and go do stuff, the kids ain't seeing it at least.
Yeah.
But if he gone, they're gonna have to see it because she's gonna be bringing them to the house.
Right. She's gonna be bringing them in the house. Because she's traveling like that. Why this dude put in 2 orders at the same fucking time, bro? Why this dude put in 2 orders at the same fucking time, bro? I'm coming, dude.
They must be in there arguing too.
They going in, boy. And
he went inside and he ain't come back out yet.
That's that stuff they got in them. They trying to have a debate.
I ended it only because it got too hectic, like loud. I knew we were trying to talk, so yeah. But we're back.
All right, let's just.
Oh, we got the whole
Okay, so
crew on
y'all
that.
calm
Hold
now
on,
that
here
y'all
it is.
spoken. That should calm y'all down now, right? Go ahead, puff, pass. I got 5 on it. I can't hear what you're saying.
My bad.
No, I'm talking to Junior. Junior, I don't know if it's on mute. Is she
Junior,
muted?
we can't hear you.
You good? So continue about your his to the answer about the treasure chest thingamajigger with the lock and the key.
Okay.
I explained to him what you said, and he basically said the same shit.
But it
Okay,
can't be
now
right,
listen.
because that's not the reality that I was-
This is, you guys got to understand first and foremost that this is just a guy thing. It has no merit outside of men. It has no merit outside of men. I have to say it twice. Now, men, the way men look at this whole lock and key analogy is actually based on a joke that men say in like bars and in the locker room and, you know, barbershops. It's really a joke. And the joke is this: you have the purpose of a lock, right?
Yeah.
To keep something safe, right? So when girls are all grow up and they're told that your organ, your thing is your treasure, and to protect your treasure, right? Now, the lock opens up with a key, right?
Yes, it does.
So does everybody in the room know what a master key does?
Opens up everything.
Correct.
It opens a lot of locks, right? So a key that opens up a bunch of different locks is a master key, but a lock that can be opened up by just any key is just a shitty lock. It's just a shitty lock. Now that's just, like I said, that only has merit to men. That's just a
Right.
I agree. But hang on, let me
More
finish.
favorable for a man.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me now, like I said,
That's what I was asking you.
let me bring it to the reality of it now. Like I said, that was just for men. The reality of it is that every single person you deal with is going to have a past. And it's up to you as the individual whether or not you're going to let that person's past affect you.
Right.
Because you are in control of you. You can't control nothing else.
Nope.
Everything that happens to you in your life is your fault, even when it's not your fault, because you decide how you let it affect you.
Yes. So she got a shitty lock, put something on your key, dog.
Right. If she got a shitty lock and it continues to be shitty, like if she get with you and she go get it worked on and spray some WD-40 on it or something, and now only your key unlocked the lock and you can trust her, then you can't hold her past against her.
No, yeah, exactly.
But if y'all get together and her lock is still broke and she's still letting other people unlock her, other keys unlock her lock, then that's a key you need to get rid of and find you a new lock.
Right.
That's a lock you need to throw away. And it's that way for women though too.
I think a lot of men too.
Because there are some keys that only unlock one lock.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
Think a lot of men, because they suffer from PTSD.
In the black
they don't
community, everybody
acknowledge it.
suffers.
You said
What's
what?
the last name?
In the black community, we all suffer from PTSD.
Oh,
We
me
just don't
too.
count.
Yeah, I feel like, but I'm saying, yeah.
You want CAT? What you need a CAT scan of?
Black men, because men naturally, what's their emotions? Dealing with women, they see how women operate. So men hold on to what women do and what they see every woman, and they categorize all women together. Because a lot of men will argue. A lot of men will argue all women are the same, just like how all women will argue.
But that's the point that I made like an hour ago, is that we tend to hyper focus on a particular thing rather than
and that's why I said we
deal with each other's
PTSD.
grievances, listen,
Well,
understand and process and look for a solution. See, the issue that we have is that we all have grievances, but no one wants to actually work towards a solution. Everyone wants to say, I feel like this, I feel like this, I feel like that, but they don't want to listen to the other side and come to some type of even ground where
I agree with you.
Grow, that growth can happen, because there has to be growth.
A lot, like you said earlier, you definitely said this earlier. It's people looking for who's right, who's wrong,
No, they're looking for who's perfect, and that's the problem.
That's the problem. Ain't shit perfect.
Perfect is the problem. People overlook someone that's actually good for them because they're not.
No,
perfect.
I 100% agree with you. There's somebody that I care about right now, potentially may, and she's a female, could lose a good man. She don't see that man as good. She wants, for her love, she doesn't realize there's like 7 different love languages that we're counting. There might be 1,000 different love languages, honestly. But these are the 7 we talk about: affection, gift for gift. I do this because I love.
Service, yeah, of service, touch, the whole 9. I'm hip.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because their love languages don't match. I'm telling you.
Well, they don't have to
Woman
match.
I know
That's
is going to lose a
that's the
good
flaw
man.
right there. Is that they don't have to match. What love languages don't have to match. What has to happen? Listen. What has to happen is that each person needs to understand their partner's love language, because they may not have the same love language.
Yep.
Just because they don't have the same love language doesn't mean that they don't work. It only doesn't work if they don't communicate and understand each other's love language.
Differences, yeah.
It's no different than, it's just like if somebody say something and you be like, oh, I thought you meant it this way. My bad. You know, I thought I took it the wrong way. And that's all. It's just a miscommunication. Communication is the fabric
Honestly,
of
a lot
every
of women,
healthy relationship.
Correct.
Like the problem that I see in a lot of these shit now is this friend zone shit. I fucking hate that shit. Because
for like 30 years.
Well, no. The whole concept of the friend zone.
For 30 years.
Whole concept of the friend zone. The friend zone is like, you know, I
talk.
really like this person, and I think that I could like this person and love this person, but I don't want to get with them because I don't want it to fuck up our friendship. That's bullshit. And the reason why that's bullshit is because you want your mate to be your fucking best friend. You want to be able to go to your partner and fucking cry and laugh and giggle and tell them that you got a bump on your ass and it hurt and all that time. It should be completely open with your partner. It should just be there should be nothing about you that your partner doesn't know. They should be your best friend. And that's where a lot of people have issues. Mm-hmm. Are you just laughing at him dancing?
Yeah, I can tell him. I'm watching him.
I'm looking in the background and her open up the door on his ass, and his ass start dancing like, what you looking at, cuz?
I can tell him, I see you. I see you dancing out there. You're not alone.
That was my lady.
Now, there's this we've pretty much heard only one woman's opinion on it. What Leilani got to say about it? She has any input?
Yeah, she definitely does.
Yeah, because we want to have all perspectives.
Your perspective, because when you heard hers.
My perspective, far as in
I can hear.
My perspective. What exactly were you talking about? Only because there's so many topics
the whole overall topic of the nature and problems within relationships and what we need to work on as a community in order to have healthy relationships instead of all of this contention and division that's creating the issues that we see, like baby mamas and baby daddies that ain't doing right and all that old type of stuff.
Okay. I feel like it starts within. You got to be very content with yourself. For an example, you guys stated something where it's like there's millions of other love languages, what Diavion was talking about with you guys, but it's all about understanding those your partner's love language.
Right, that's what I said.
I feel that.
And I'm going in the house. There's too many flies.
That's because you shit. No.
But I feel like it's very important to understand your partner's love language because it's going to be so many communication barriers between you two. And then, you know, through those communication barriers, that leads to more of like, what? I don't know what's going on. Your partner may not know what's going on. So then that leads them to start overthinking. In order to kill overthinking, you know, for some people would be honestly just being able to understand each other. Just like what y'all said, being open with each other. That's your best friend. They have to know everything that's about you. Like everything your family knows about you, your partner has to know about you. That's what I honestly feel about it. You know, you got to correct yourself and heal yourself because You know, whoever you touch that next person, what I mean by touch, I don't even mean by like a physical touch. This could be just you talking to somebody and you just meeting them and you find out, you know, they have the same traits that you have. You may be into music and everything. They're into music. Y'all have a conversation to talk about. But I feel like dealing with that would be, it's kind of like just knowing, like it's more of a spiritual thing too. It's not just only just flesh the way I think of things. It's more of a conscious type thing, you know? Like you have to be aware, you have to know dealing with yourself and your partner. I feel it starts within, it starts inside. You can't change the world or the outside until you start with yourself. And I feel once you start with yourself, then you could go ahead, you know, just like these type of conversations we're having, like this is positive type conversations. And that's, somebody's either going to have an ear or they're not. But out of those, let's say 23 people out of 100 had an ear, at least out of those 100 people, 23 of them are actually people who now have an ear who want to change. And that's where it starts from there. And you just keep multiplying those numbers. It has to be, you know, we got to have people who's, I feel, educated on these things, the elders wise, because you got some elders who are toxic as fuck. Like you, how you expect me to try to follow with you, but you doing the complete opposite, you know, monkey see, monkey do. That's, you know, we're humans. Like you consume who you're around all the time. You consume, you know, your cells and your body changes off of what you eat. You are what you consume. You are what you eat. So like for me, I don't know, like I just feel like it just starts with inside. Like it starts with who you with, and it starts first off starts with yourself. You getting those traits out of yourself, and then it starts with, you know, you working and being consciously awake of what you know your partner doesn't like and what they do, and things that you feel they might find disrespectful, somebody else may not find disrespectful. But you know that that's disrespectful because that's your partner. They feel that that's disrespectful. So, you know, you love them. So, all, you know, in your heart, you're going to be like, I'm not trying to get my, you know what I mean? Nobody mad or make them upset. It's the same shit I would do with my mom. It's the same way how you pay attention to your parents will be the same thing in a relationship of what you do. You know what pisses mom off. You know, if my mama come home, she get off of work. If she see any dish in the damn sink, she's tripping automatically. I've been at work all this time and, you know, you couldn't think of, you know, common courtesy of just cleaning a dish up for me, you know, like things like that. And I'm coming home ready to cook for you guys. And I just got off of work doing a 12-hour shift. Just little things like that. Like it starts with inside. That's what I feel. That's all I got to say about it.
Okay. What you said all stems back to self-accountability. What you're talking about when you say like you got to look within.
Yep.
And that's all self-accountability. And that and what self-accountability creates is maturity. And with maturity is the foundation of personal growth, because it's the product of personal growth. So a person that doesn't hold themselves accountable and doesn't see anything wrong in anything that they do is a person that you shouldn't be trying to build nothing with anyway. And a lot of times when we have relationships, you know, when people first start dating, you don't look for the red flags first, because you're not looking for the red, because you're just not looking for them. It's just not natural. It's just not natural to look for the red flags first.
You're just trying to be in bliss.
Right. And the culture that I see now, I see a lot of people say, let's have sex now and I'll see if I like you later.
That's why they fuck up.
And it should be the other way around. You're supposed to vet a person first, because if you have sex first and something happened and the girl get pregnant or something, and you don't know this man's character, and even vice versa, the man may not know the woman's character, because it isn't always that the man is the problem in situations like that. There are toxic women just like there's toxic men. So it's important that we need to get back to this vetting. They used to call it courting back in the day. That was the old word.
Yep, courting. Yep. You had to get through their parents first before you can even touch the daughter. Think you finna be even spending the night, you know, you can't even have a spend a night. The parents they gotta court you and know who you are, how much you make, everything. Like they was not playing.
The generation I come from, as a boy, I wasn't spending the night at no girl's house. Never. That was not happening.
Shit, I call it boot camp now. You got to go through a 6-month process.
Right. The 90-day rule.
Not even 90-day rule.
Yeah. 118 days, 180 days.
180-day rule. Fuck them wrong, you get the boot. Or get recycled.
But see, that's the thing, is that it's that accountability. It takes maturity to say, if I don't want this particular type of person, I need to look. Cat Williams said it the best, and it's gonna be vulgar, but Cat Williams said, women need to look at themselves and ask, what is it about my pussy that attracts these type of men? And you know, it goes that same way with men though too. What is it about you and your ding-a-ling that attracts a certain type of woman? A lot of times for men, and you know, for the men listening, y'all gonna be mad, but men tend to go with who like them because men don't have as many options as women do. Not at all.
Earlier, I was just saying that.
What?
No,
Men do not have as
No,
many
you
options
did.
as women
But
have.
to hear it besides just you saying that, I'm like, damn, men really be thinking like this.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna
real.
explain to you why. I'm gonna explain to you why men don't have the same amount of options as women do. It is because men do not have vaginas.
Nope. You gotta let me in. You gotta let me in.
This is why. As a woman, listen. As a woman, listen.
All right.
Listen,
I think they finna come with the facts on it.
Look,
Now they finna come with the facts.
You can correct me if I'm wrong. As a woman, you can get dolled up and dressed, and every single man you walk up to, you can just blatantly be like, hey, you want some coochie? And most men gonna act like this. You playing? You trolling me? You trolling me? You gotta be trolling me. Oh, you're not trolling me? Well, come on in. But as men, we get dressed up, put on our flyers, whatever's the dopest stuff now. I was gonna say Stacey Adams or something, but I don't know whatever's that they consider to be the flyest stuff now. That man can go outside, and if he walk up to just any random woman and be like, hey, you want some of this dick? He's going to jail.
He's going to jail.
I promise you, fast.
He's going to jail.
Sexual harassment.
That man is a perv.
No,
He's a perv. Right. He's a perv. Right.
Come on now, like.
The only way a man will get away with that is he like Idris Elba looking like super model type.
Yo, he still might get
out there.
No, he gotta be Chris Brown or something.
And he still, you're right, and he still might get locked up.
That's a check, boy. That's a check.
And then for them, it's like celebrity wise, it's like I always have women throwing coochie, so it's like, bitch, why would I even think that I want to take yours?
And once you become to a celebrity status, coochie ain't just coochie no more.
For real.
Man, that's
a whole on a regular day-to-day basis, the fact of the matter is that, and that's usually why you see like a handsome dude and he'll have like an ugly baby mama. And you're like, why he got an ugly baby mama? Because she gave him some coochie.
Yeah. And
because he didn't have that many options popping for him. He didn't have that many things going. He didn't have nothing going on. And she showed up. And so he was like, you know what?
I respect them.
I'm going to go ahead and dip my spoon in the pudding.
But I respect them dude though, because they're taking upon their position. Now he might be cheating on her, but he's willing to go out with his ugly baby mother. I respect him. But that's a fundamental difference between men and women. It's that women have far more sexual options than men. Period. That's just
a fact.
It's just nature.
They control it.
It's just nature. Even in the animal kingdom, every single male don't get to get none. He got to fight for it.
Got to fight for the cat.
And in human terms, is you got to have a good job. Whoever got the best job, the best haircut, the best shoes, maybe it just depends. Nice car, whatever. But all women have to do is have a vagina.
Hey, what about the whole fact of the matter nobody touched on when it come to the whole situation, when it come to relationship, about understanding the consciousness of being able to compromise and the difference between compromising and sacrificing. You know,
can y'all explain that? I want to hear about that one.
Like compromising really could put you in a predicament where you're not you no more. Sacrificing is able to put that time on to build something within a relationship. But as long as you compromise, you're gonna stay in the same position you've been in from day one to kingdom come. But if you sacrifice and that person sacrificing with you, you can make changes within your time with that person. If you're not having any changes within the relationship with that person, all you're doing is compromising yourself, love, your patience, and your time. I'm trying to tell you something.
Yeah, I agree with that. There is a fine line between compromise. There's a fine line between compromise and sacrifice. And there's also a distinction between the two, because a lot of people get that settling mixed up with that too. They get compromise and settling mixed up too.
Right. You know you gonna wind up getting yourself compromised and just compromise with having a debate or discussion with your mate, and you compromise just to keep that person from being hot headed, but they totally wrong.
But see, now I gotta disagree. I gotta disagree because compromise doesn't always necessarily have to have a negative connotation like that. Because look, a compromise could be like this. A compromise could be like, okay, let's hypothetically say me and you like to go play basketball every Friday. So you get in a relationship with somebody and you got kids now. And a compromise would be you can still go play basketball, but just every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday or something like that. That's a compromise. That's not a sacrifice, because a sacrifice will be giving it up altogether.
Right. No, what I mean by the compromising people, when you see something that's dealing with a person that's actually not conducive to the relationship. Like, for instance, if you always have to tell your mate that this or ask your mate to do these things in order to get these things done in a relationship, and that person first lollygags, then they argue, then you just let it go. You're compromising that situation because you just letting them figuring they're gonna get it off their chest one day, and it never happens.
That's more of a settling thing. You're enabling.
You're enabling. And once you're enabling,
but you're right, because you're compromising yourself and what you want and your needs.
Yourself, because sometimes when you do that, you become complacent to their bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And
but that also ties into what we were saying earlier about knowing your own self-worth.
Right.
And knowing what you deserve and what you accept.
Right. But some people do it a lot, bro, because they don't want, you don't want to see your other half.
But it's like I said, they got a lot of 40 and 50 20-year-olds, a lot of 40 and 50 13-year-olds.
Yeah, I had a person tell me, don't buy me nothing, don't expect nothing from it. I'm like, it's not the fact I'm buying you something to expect something from it. I'm buying it because I want you to have it. But if you already got in the mindset that somebody's buying something for you to expect something from you, you got to mess up.
Then the person that's looking at it from the wrong way is the problem. Because
they think like that.
It's no different than if like a dude take a woman out on an expensive date and he expect to get something. Like, I spent $300 on this date.
Well, get it.
Spread them cheeks.
It's up.
Oh, I think that's a good topic too.
What's up? Say something.
You ain't gotta give up nothing.
No.
Okay, so this is the topic. So for some females, this is what I was trying to explain to them. I have females that bashed me, but they were stating that a man is supposed to pay for everything on the date, which I do not believe. I'm against, because I feel like as a woman and you're single, a man. I'm dead as fuck. Yeah. I'm so fucking dead. No, but like as a woman, I feel like living in 2022 and you're single and you guys are, you're trying to hook up with a dude, a woman automatically thinks that the man's supposed to pay for everything. But the reason why I'm against that is because men already be thinking that if they pay for everything, you're supposed to give them some booty or something. I literally experienced that where I was like, yeah, bye, bucko. Like, you're weird for that. Yeah, but the thing was, I was not the person who initiated that date. I was not the one who said I will take you out. I will buy you these things. If you literally said you're buying me these things, you were saying that because you thought the exchange was sex for all of the things that you're buying, when I never communicated that.
Yeah, that sounds like some young stuff to me, because I'm from a traditional. I'm from a more traditional.
But for women,
it's different. It's different.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You go ahead, Tim. I'm gonna come behind you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like personally, if I ask a woman on a date, and then just not to discredit anybody else, but I personally would like to pay for our meal because I asked you to come on this evening with me. I don't expect anything in return, but good intentions to see where this can go, as far as in if this can become more than a friendship, or if this is gonna only be a friendship. Like,
or am I waxing that up?
Man, because if it happens on the first day, it happened on the first day.
Now listen, this for the brothers, because he already know this rule. My nephew married already, bro. This is the trick. This the key.
Man, what the fuck?
I'm listening. Do inexpensive dates in the beginning.
No.
And the reason why you do inexpensive dates in the beginning is because it right away it shows you the type of person she is.
Correct.
Right away. If you be like, let's go get some ice cream and walk in the park and just talk and get to know each other. Like if she like get some, oh, you cheap and all of that. She done already told you who she is.
Exactly. That's facts.
You ain't got to never. She done already showed you who she is. Man. So, and that tells you if she's even really interested in you or if she just wants some free shit.
But yeah,
my thing is that if you sitting there with a person and y'all going through y'all process or whatever like that, and a guy initiate, I'm gonna bring you out. Of course, you should take the bill. Now,
what I thought too.
If y'all having a conversation, I'm like, man, I want to go do something, but I'm hit. She be like, well, look, I got you.
That's
ain't nothing wrong with that. But like, look, love, look, I ain't gonna let you go out there. You get. I got the food. I get the drinks. You get the food. We can split something. We can do something. Let's work something out.
Facts.
Work like that.
And that comes over. That comes over the course of time of dating.
Yeah, but
right. Because if when you get to a point, if you have 10 dates, and then out of nowhere your woman just be like, you know what, baby, I got that. That's showing you her interest back in you,
right?
Because she's now showing you that she sees value enough in you to spend her hard-earned money.
Right. You know, and the thing about it is, some people you meet from the beginning, and that can go like that. Some people have that out there. They know times is hard. This 2022 shit rough. Gas fucking up. You see what I'm saying?
Man,
but look,
I'm on the West Coast because your gas is what my gas used to be.
What your gas is? What y'all gas is now? That shit like
it's almost $7.
Literally.
It's almost $7.
The cheap gas stations is $5.42. The cheap gas stations, though.
You see what you say, cuz?
How y'all living? $7 a gallon?
Man, shit.
Hey, and that's in SoCal. In Northern Cal, it's $9-10.
Okay, bro, I can't. That ain't living, bro. That's not living.
The bicycle that went up in stock.
Hey, we need a bigger bicycle. Start selling.
Right. Start building them up.
Building them bitches for real.
Pay for women's date, like the way women think. Because I don't think so. I feel like when you're talking. Okay, this is a question too, because a lot of women believe this, but I don't believe it at all. It's men should pay for women's date. Like when you're talking to somebody and you guys are finna link up or hang out, they believe when they go on a date, it's already assumed in their head that you're paying for that meal at Applesby or wherever that you take them.
To me, I'm a duck for shit like that. I'm generous.
I don't understand. You understood
wholeheartedly, that's me. If I say link up, I got everybody. That's just who I am as a person.
Man, that's why I say I wasn't trying to discredit nobody else. But
if you trying to take advantage of me, you say just you. Then you got your little sisters, her cousin, the whole man. They all trying to link. Man, I'm gonna drop y'all where I live at. But the situation is, if you saying let's link up, just me being a guy, that kind of generosity. Where look, I take care of everything. Hopefully you got the tip. If you ain't even got the tip, you're bummed to me. You'll never come out with me again.
For real.
I tell them like this. I got hard and bubble gum, and they won't believe this. I'm fresh out of bubble gum. Like I'm fresh out of bubble gum. You feel me? Like I'm at the stove.
A situation like that when it's amongst peers. That's just something that should just automatically be discussed. Right. But like Goldie said, if it's something like my lady, like I got my girl with me or something like that, or worse, she don't tell you and she just show up with extra people. Then
that's even worse. I'm flashing on everybody.
Just disrespectful. Right
that's bump tactic.
What you thought this was?
I'm taking all y'all out.
See, I'm ignorant. I call y'all on. I'm like, man, what your bum ass friend doing over here? I ain't paying for that, bitch. What your man that cut? Like for real. Like I shut it down in the heartbeat, like quick. But do it make you better as a person or bad as a person? Because they trying to use you.
No, you gotta repeat that because our uncle, everyone was talking this now because someone was calling.
It was breaking up. No, didn't say that again.
Nah, it's like so you gotta really look at yourself when you really go off on them because they trying to mess over you because you're a generous person. You know what I mean? So it's like really snap on them and shit like that. But then you got to get back to your character, who you are, because you got to realize that people see you as a generous person and they abuse you on that. So, and that's when you see stuff in a relationship where you start getting abused in relationships for who you are at
right. And
see, character at heart.
Cuzzo, this is why. This is what I was talking about earlier when the girls went to the store. This is that differential within generations. Right. See, they didn't grow up. What you just said, there's an old folks saying for that. Don't take my kindness for weakness. See, right. they don't. Those lessons are not being taught to these newer generations coming up. You know, we came up when the girls was like, put this quarter, better not let this quarter come from between your knees. Keep a quarter between your knees on this date. See, we got that type of stuff. And
wait a minute, what? Hold on.
Yeah, son. Yeah, son.
Who put quarters between their knees?
Back in the day, if you had a daughter,
if you had a daughter and the dude came over,
you made a boy. Quarter between her knees and tell her you better not let this quarter drop from between your knees.
And you'll leave, go to the store and that quarter on the floor?
Yeah, right.
But how she don't get up and walk then?
With her knees together.
Down.
That's slavery. That's shit. You don't just get a chastity belt or something. Like, yeah, put this lock on there. So just don't do it. Like you
look. Now we all know. We all know that woman took that quarter up from between the legs and then put it back before she walked in the house.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right.
Yeah. But it was the principle of putting it in her head.
What if
it was the whole fact that as a daddy would put that in his daughter's head.
They really did that though.
No,
what if they really had fear in their parents and really did that? Like walked around with a quarter between their legs.
Junior, ain't no quarter kept no man like me for laying down a one-armed bandit. For real.
Hey.
For real.
Hey.
Right, cuzzo, let them know.
Hey, back in them days, that quarter made its way into the jukebox.
That quarter was on the next cracker.
That quarter made its way to the jukebox.
I keep back in y'all days. That quarter
slow jam. You put on that slow jam. You know what I mean? You took that quarter and put on that slow jam in the jukebox, like,
bro. No offense, we came up in the era of R. Kelly. Them chicks was freaks, man. It was nasty to us, man.
Yeah, he got. Look, I came up in the era of R. Kelly. Now he got 30 years plus.
That's him though. He was fucking with Sharon though.
That nigga was my last name Kelly, but I ain't R. Kelly.
Yeah, it was weird.
Last name Kelly, but you ain't R. Kelly.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Hope everybody got the debatable issues out the way. Cause me, I'm gonna tell you like this.
What you doing? You chasing them down at the ice cream truck, Junior? What you doing?
We're gonna punch
Buying them Ghostbuster bubblegum popsicles, huh, boy?
Them was your favorite one.
Them was good, yeah. Them was good, boy.
He giving them that big ice tickle. That's what he doing. He giving them that big otter pop. That's what he got.
The otter pop?
Yeah, they get crazy.
That big otter pop. He like, girl, let me show you my big otter.
Why you trying to catch a child?
Why I gotta do me like that?
Hey, practice make perfect, homie.
We just playing.
I know. You know me. I like the joke. I get the clown.
Baby, don't bite the tip of it. It's gonna hurt your teeth.
Hey, the ice cream period. I'm lactose, so I don't even eat it.
Oh yeah, you be boo-booing this stuff.
Dude, that kicks.
He can't have no ice cream. He be boo-booing this stuff. He lactose. He can't have no ice cream.
Boo-booing.
You gotta have sherbet. You gotta give him sherbet.
You gotta eat sherbet.
Yeah, he lactose intolerant.
I hate sherbet ice cream. They gave us that too much in juvenile hall. I did like 4 to 5 months in juvenile hall. That's all they gave us with pizza, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Sherbet ice cream, but that's just nasty. I don't eat it.
Yeah, they was giving you the off-brand. That's why.
Man, that's why I don't want it.
They would give them the sugar-free one.
I only eat butter pecan, just like my mama. That's all I eat. That's if I eat ice cream. That's if I do like decide to eat ice cream. I only eating butter pecan. Other than that, that's still gotta go. Hey, but I think she about to get off of this though, Uncle, because she about to go to work. So
yeah, I got 3 patients to go get.
Oh, that's cool. We've been talking for about an hour, almost 2 hours.
Hey,
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Let me know if you need a sponsor. My company is willing to do some sponsorship.
Hey.
Let me know how much it costs for ads.
Oh, okay. All I gotta do, they gonna give me the material.
Fuck, I send you the material. It's my company.
Do it matter? Because I ain't nowhere in New Orleans.
No, I would have to send it to you. Take it easy.
All right, girlie. It was good talk. It was good talking to you, Miss Lady. It was good talking to both of y'all.
All right, good talking. All right.
Yep, until the next time. Check me out.
Definitely, I definitely am going to tune in more often.
Yeah, I'm usually on Mondays. This was impromptu because he asked me.
Appreciate you.
Not a problem at all.
Thank you.
Y'all be safe out there.
All right, we'll do you the same.
All right.
All right, thanks for the conversation. All right, bye.
Yep, bye.
Yeah.
And hang on. And this concludes an episode of Angry Average Black Man Show. Please be sure to like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Y'all have a great one. All right, cuz don't go no